Today, a top 5 countdown of this week's top news stories. At 5, universally agreed ugliness at Universal Studios Florida as building is transformed from ugly to big and ugly. Number 4, Cartoon Network theme park planned for Dubai, likely to have as much substance as Adventure Time creators' stash box. And 3, Whirlwind from Camelot tarts itself to Skyline Park in Germany this week. This ride really gets around, with this being the 3rd or 4th rumour of a final location. Still, it's nice to feel wanted, even if you're just selling yourself for cheap thrills and rough attention. But enough about me. Number 2, disturbing images brought to mind as we discover about 80% of Coaster Force would happily do a number 2 at a theme park. So think on the next time you hear of anybody at a park cutting in line for the log flume. And number 1, the Smiler. Again! This week with the social network feed demolishing Smiler app. Annoy all your friends by posting images of the super high score you got, which is bound to make your social upstanding reach giddy new heights. There's nothing people love more than a goon showing off the latest mobile gaming high score everywhere. Still, if the ride is as good as the game is bad, it'll be fantastic. And now, for a special face-to-face interview, Fury is live in the basement in the studio with Fury to round up some more of this week's events. Let's discuss some of the top forum topics that we've had this week, and we'll start with the models topic that Pete started. And we saw that there was a fantastic looking model produced of the Efteling ride, and I was just wondering what you thought about that. Well, to be honest, I saw a topic about models and I thought it was going to be a bit like the sexiest famous women topic, and it was slightly disappointing not to see anybody in any underwear at all in the topic. And then to find out that only one of the models was superb and the rest of them were, well, they basically looked like somebody had produced them out of matchsticks for a school project. I couldn't say that I was overly impressed with the rest of the topic, but that first video was very, very good if you like little tiny boats going round in circles on a table. Although, personally, I'd rather go on the actual ride itself. But still, kudos to the guy for making it. And what about the fantastic photos that we saw of the Thorpe Park maintenance? There's the guy abseiling down from Stealth, and then they were having a cup of tea up on top of the whole Nemesis Inferno inversion. You know, what are your thoughts on that? To be perfectly honest, I'd rather not give Thorpe Park any more coverage than is humanly possible, so that's all I'm going to say on this. There's also a little bit of controversy about the relocated dungeons. Screaming Coasters went earlier this week, and he was most disappointed with it, while Jordan thought that maybe it was a slight improvement to the format. Have you got any opinions on that? Well, it'll certainly take them quite a while to sort out their issues that they've got. There was certain effects and things that weren't working, which is rather unfortunate for an opening event, but you do get these things. It's not been long since they moved away from the old site, so I suppose you do get this kind of thing happening. It's not a major issue, but I think the worry was that they've completely changed the format, which is something that is going to upset a few people. Even Lofty and Ollie. No, I should imagine that they'll love it no matter what. Universal Orlando are also getting a Q-Bot. What are your opinions on that? Are they? How very interesting. And then there was a discussion about whether King Dakar is considerably better than Top Thrill Dragster. There was about a 3-page discussion on this, but eventually what it boils down to is, do you like the over-shoulder restraints on the Intamin rides or not? Everybody loathes them, apart from Joey, who thinks that they're the most wonderful thing in the world, or at least that they shouldn't be burned in the fiery pits of hell. What about you? I wouldn't say that Joey loves them, but he does seem particularly keen on them, do you not think? Let's face it, Joey's wrong. There's just no way that anybody in the world can find those restraints comfortable. It's just, it's beyond belief that he could possibly think that those things are anything other than the worst form of torture device that have been invented in the last 2,000 years. And finally, Coaster Force is cementing itself once again as a top self-help kind of forum where you can come and ask questions and assist yourself in the coming season, especially relevant at this time of year when people are planning their trips. And we were asked when the best time was to go to Cedar Point. And although we've had the topic, what's your advice, Fury? Well, in my experience, the best time to go to a park is sometime when it's open. Generally, the summer months. You tend to find they're closed in the winter, apart from maybe Orlando or California. So definitely then, I recommend when you don't have anything to do and you've got the time to go yourself. And also, if you check on the website of the park, then you will find opening times, and I recommend going between the opening time and the closing time. If you go outside of those times, then there's a good chance that they won't let you into the park and you'll suffer mass disappointment and potential outrage. So there we go. Thank you very much for that wonderful insight, Fury. I'm sure that we'll have some more top tips from you next week. And that is it for tonight. This has been our first head-to-head. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you again soon. Good night.
This has been a week of Coast to Force in 30 seconds. Good night!